That was really immature of me, but what is up, you guys? This is Laculio here, and today we're going to be looking at a deck that I used in the previous video. It's the metal deck, pretty much is Bronzong Mega Aggron. I'm going to make sure that my camera is at a decent angle for you guys with my face, because I have a bad habit of just like moving the camera around, and it always turns out bad. Well, anyway, we're going to take a small look at it. This is a really slow deck because it takes a while to build up, but once you get built up, you can sweep the crap out of your opponent, which is really, really cool. And I'll explain everything in the deck and explain why it's there and blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's look at it. So, it's pretty much straightforward with the Pokemon lineup, except for a couple. We got 3-3 line of Bronzong. In Dialga, you do run 4-4 because you do need a lot of Bronzongs, but in this deck you don't, because in order for Dialga to work, you have to discard 2 metal energies to use its attack. And in Aggron, it's a matter of a coin flip. So you don't have to discard any energies to use it. But that's why we run 2 Victini. And we only run 2 because, first of all, it's very frail. It only has like 60 HP. And second of all, you don't really need him that severely badly, because there are some decks that Mega Aggron doesn't need the coin flip for, like, for example, Night March. Because the coin flip is only used, its main purpose is to make sure that Aggron can knock out big EX Pokemon. And Night March, new EX is the biggest Pokemon when it comes to HP, and it only has 120 HP, which is how much Mega Aggron's attack does without the coin flip. And the coolest thing about this attack, excuse me, is that you don't have to do the coin flip. Which, speaking of Mega Aggron, we do run a 3-3 line of Mega Aggron, because Mega Aggron is a beast. 240 HP, that's a monster load of HP, and it takes a double colorless and 2 metal, but with Bronzong, it's going to be easy to set up. Really cool attack. It's actually very good. Like, if you get the heads with Victini, then that's pretty much a 75% chance that you are going to get heads. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to happen, but in most cases it does. And it's one-shotting everything in the game except for Wailord. But Wailord is not a big deal that I'm aware of. Which, speaking of which, I'm actually tempted to make a Wailord deck just to troll people. It's really funny. I do want to point out that not Mega Aggron, but regular Aggron is also not a bad tech. Steel Headbutt's not that impressive, because for a double colorless and a metal energy, you're only doing 50 damage, and then if you flip a coin of heads, 30 more damage. Victini does help with that, but like I said, 80's not really impressive for 3 energies. Raging Hammer, though, is actually pretty good. So this attack has won me some games in the past. For 2 metal and a double colorless, you're doing 60 damage plus 10 more for each damage counter on Mega Aggron. So say that it has 10 HP left for some reason, and it can basically do up to 230 damage with Raging Hammer, which is really, 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 really good. So just keep in mind that Raging Hammer is there, and it's not bad. It's actually pretty good. So there you have it. A couple more Pokemon that we run, though. We do run Heatran, and the reason why we run Heatran is to counter Safeguard. Originally I put Cabal Yin, but I realized that Heatran's a better attacker. And plus he's got more HP than Cabal Yin. So Heatran is going to be your counter for Safeguard, because your main attacker is an EX. So it's not going to get through Safeguard. Another counter for, what you could consider a counter for Safeguard would be Cabal Yin, because yes, he is an EX, but Steel Bullet for 3 energies. It's basically unaffected by anything, by any abilities, anything in general. So, but Cabal Yin's not really just used for Safeguard. He's also used to counteract like decks that run Strong Energy, Rainbow Energy, Double Colorless Energy, you name it. This deck actually, in my previous video, helped me a lot against Night March, because there's a Pumpkaboo that was set up, and for 1 metal energy, Righteous Edge does 30 damage, but you discard the special energy. I discarded the special energy to Pumpkaboo, and he didn't have any way to retreat, and it gave me a free prize. So Cabal Yin is really good. Only run 1, though, because he's your backup attacker. Our energy lineup is going to be like 4 double colorless, because, well, colorless, because we have 4 Pokemon in this deck that can use double colorless, like, well, Aggron, Mega Aggron, so it's actually 7, and then Heatran. Heatran can use it in both of his attacks. So Double colorless is actually colorless, if I can articulate well enough. A lot of Pokemon can use this energy, so keep that in mind. The only thing that sucks, though, that I also realized in another match in the previous video, is that Aegislash is a problem with this kind of energy, because everybody knows at this point what Aegislash does. I'm actually tempted to put Aegislash in the deck now that I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. It's probably not necessary. But yeah, there it is. And then we do run 8 Metal Energy, which is plenty enough, because, like I said, we're only running a 3/3 Bronzong line, and in most cases you only use like 2, because you only need 2. Because the point is to attach the double colorless on Aggron, and then double Metal Links for 2 steals, and he doesn't need to discard the Metal Energy to use his attack either, so it's pretty good. Now, our ace spec of the deck is going to be Computer Search, because we are going to be wanting to search more than Dowsing Machine for things, because we do have VS Seeker to get back our supporters, and there's no really any items or anything that I'm aware of that we actually need to get back. So there's that. Now, our supporter lineup, we do run 4 N, because our deck is going to be slow, so N's going to be really effective. We do run 3 Pokemon Fan Club, and this is one of those decks that I feel like is needed for Pokemon Fan Club, because you do need to set up your Bronzors and your Aggrons ASAP. 2 Lysanders, because, well, Lysander's just awesome. That's all I gotta say about that. We run forward Professor Juniper because, I mean, first of all, Juniper is pretty much used in every deck now. Second of all, she's actually really good for discarding Metal Energy. So, just pointing that out, that she is really good for this deck. And I could have sworn that we had another supporter in this deck, and I can't find him to show you guys. I know I did because I used him. Where is he at? Well, I can't find him, but somewhere in this deck I'm supposed to have 2 Colress. Because, yeah, I can't find him at all for some reason. But he's there. You're supposed to be running 2 Colress in this deck. I know that he's in there because I used him, and I immediately made this video. So there's supposed to be 2 Colress in this deck, because you do set up your bench pretty fast with this deck. So Colress is actually needed. 2 VS Seeker to get those supporters back too. So that's pretty much your supporter lineup. Another good thing about this deck is that it's not really too heavily reliant on items. We are reliant on the Spirit Link for Aggron, though, just to make sure that your turn doesn't end when you Mega Evolve. But other than that, it's not heavily reliant. So Seismitoad is not going to be a problem. So that's good for us. We do run a good bit of items, though. But it's not like something that we absolutely need to work. Like, Fairies need Max Potion. We do have like 3 switches, because everything in this deck has a really fat retreat cost, because they're all really fat. I think Mega Aggron's is a 4 retreat cost, Heatran's 3, Bronzong's 3. So we can't really, I mean, yeah, we could Metal Links for days, but, you know, like I said, you only want to put 2 on the field. So there's no point in having to discard all that energy. So I just run 3 switches just for that. I'm tempted to put in a Keldeo with a couple of Float Stones instead, because I think that would be better. But yeah, we do run 3 switches. We do run 3 Ultra Balls as well, because Pokemon Fan Club only search for basic Pokemon, and we could use another search for like anything like a Bronzong or a Mega Aggron. So this just makes sure that all of our non-basic Pokemon come into play. We do run a Battle Compressor because so there are some games where it does take a while for the Metal Energy to get in the discard pile. So this pretty much makes sure that we have enough, like, we have Metal Energy in the discard pile for us to Metal Links. So Battle Compressor is a very good card for this deck. We do run a Startling Megaphone because Garbodor does, I wouldn't say it shuts down the deck, but it slows it down, because we can't Metal Links, so, and we also can't Victory Star either. So Startling Megaphone is mainly for the Garbodor matchup. We only don't need 1, which is really good. And then last but not least, I just saw it, our stadium for this deck is going to be 3 Mountain Ring. And this is what's going to help prevent all damage done to our bench. Because here's the thing. I would say run Mr. Mime, but where you need a lot of space for Aggrons, Bronzongs, and a Victini. So I'd say run Mountain Ring Stadium. Plus, it's a good it's a good counter stadium for Fairy Garden and stuff. So do run Mountain Ring. And I think that might be everything in this deck. Yeah, that's pretty much... Oh, there's the 2 Culver's. Okay. I don't know why I didn't load, but there it is. Okay. So there's your 2 Culver's. Well, anyway, so that's pretty much the deck I ran. I hope you guys enjoy this deck profile. If you do like this deck, or if you just like my channel in general, go ahead and like this video and subscribe for more content. I do 1 LP a day and 1 Pokemon TCG 1 video a day, whether it's deck profiles or battling videos. Right now, it's just me battling and then doing a profile on it the day after. But I'm just doing stuff that I like right now. So if you guys have any suggestions for what you want to see me do, please definitely leave it in the comment section below, and I will do it because, like I said, this channel's not really big yet. So I'm probably only get like a few comments per video. So leave a comment in the video what you a deck list that you want me to use. I'll use that exact deck list. I'll feature it on a video, and I'll actually do 2 videos of it. One of me battling with it, and another video of me giving a profile on it. And I will give you credit. I'll actually mention you in the video if you wish for the deck that you told me to use. Because, like I said, right now I'm just using things that I like, and I only got 1 more deck that I'm using that I like until I think of something else, which is going to be Primal Groudon. Spoiler alert. So yeah, I'm going to quit rambling right now. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Hope you guys have an awesome day. But most importantly, wait for it, stay cool.